Good morning, you're watching World Business Report. All the stories from the world of business, finance and economy from around the world coming your way in the next 20 minutes or so. I'm Karthik Malhotra and stay tuned to World Business Report. Well, breaking news coming from the world of cryptocurrency. Binance users are making headlines by withdrawing a staggering almost $1 billion. That's right, $956 million amidst the resignation of its CEO Changpeng Zhao. Take a look at the story.
Investors pulled about $956 million from crypto exchange Binance within 24 hours, according to market data. That was after its chief, Changpeng Zhao, pleaded guilty on Tuesday to settle a years-long US illicit finance probe. He stepped down from the company and now faces prison time, although it remains unclear how much. Binance will pay $4.3 billion to US authorities, which raises questions over the future of the world's largest crypto exchange. The development also represents another blow for an industry beset by scandals. Authorities said Binance failed to report more than 100,000 suspicious transactions. This included organizations the US described as terrorist groups. Market data platform News9 said despite the amount of money pulled, over $65 billion of assets remain on Binance. But some analysts said the deal was unlikely to end Binance's US legal woes, with charges by the Securities and Exchange Commission still unresolved. Binance did not immediately respond to a request for comment, but said this week it had worked hard to make the exchange safer and more secure.
All right, the alarming dangers of cryptocurrency rearing its ugly head once again with respect to terror financing, but rearing its head, ugly or not, we don't know as yet, are alarming reports that reveal internal warnings within OpenAI as staff cautioned the board about emerging risks in artificial intelligence. What are these concerns raised and what could be their potential implications? Well, watch this report to find out.
There's another twist in the OpenAI saga involving a possible breakthrough in artificial intelligence and a staff letter warning the board about it before CEO Sam Altman's brief firing. That's according to people familiar with the matter, who told Reuters the researchers' letter raised concerns that the discovery could threaten humanity. The sources said this was a key development ahead of Altman's sudden Friday ouster from the company that made the powerful chatbot ChatGPT. Altman was reinstalled late Tuesday after hundreds of employees threatened to quit. Reuters was unable to review the letter and OpenAI declined to comment on it. According to one of the sources, the project involved is called Q-Star, and some internally believed progress made on Q-Star could be a breakthrough in the startup's search for superintelligence, also known as artificial general intelligence. OpenAI defines AGI as AI systems that surpass humans in most economically valuable tasks. Reuters could not independently verify the capabilities of Q-Star. Altman has previously spoken of concerns over superintelligent machines that are shared by many computer scientists.
My worst fears are that the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant harm to the world.
The board had vaguely cited a lack of candor and the need to defend OpenAI's mission to develop AI that benefits humanity in firing Altman. Before the issue of the letter came to light, Cornell University's Tech Policy Institute Director Sarah Krebs said the saga will dog the company until more answers are given.
What was sort of the grave misstep, and should we be concerned? Should investors be concerned? Should governments be concerned? Should citizens be concerned? So without a bit more transparency, I do think those will be some unanswered questions that will linger.
Krebs said the new board installed alongside Altman's return as CEO appears to be more aligned with his vision of accelerating the development of AI, while, she says, also ensuring safeguards are in place.
All right, artificial general intelligence likely to surpass the intelligence of humans. Well, we'll of course stay on top of that story right here on News9. But staying in the world of technology, Apple faces a setback as sales figures dip during China's Singles Day extravaganza. Well, there is likely to be significant impact of this decline on the tech giant's global market position. Take a look.
Sales of Apple smartphones dropped during China's recent Singles' Day shopping extravaganza. Data from Counterpoint Research showed sales down 4% on the year during the event. The phone maker also fell behind Chinese rivals Huawei and Xiaomi, according to data. Huawei sales were up 66% year-on-year, while Xiaomi saw a 28% rise. The price for Apple's latest iPhone 15 model starts at $832, higher than Huawei's Mate 60 smartphone at $763. Xiaomi's latest Mi 14 smartphone is priced at $555. Huawei and Apple did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Analysts believe the Chinese smartphone market is due a rebound after 10 consecutive quarters of falling shipments. Research firm IDC said it expects sales to grow year-on-year in the fourth quarter. Apple released its iPhone 15 series in late September, roughly a month after Huawei launched the Mate 60 smartphone line. Huawei's product, powered by its independently developed chip, has gained patriotic support in China. Fans argue it shows Huawei has overcome years of export controls by the US that initially hurt its smartphone business. Counterpoint analysts also blamed Apple's sluggish performance on supply chain issues that have constrained the availability of its new iPhone 15 models.
All right, Apple sales there dipping in China. And staying with China, the social media giant TikTok, banned in India, not in many other countries in the world. Well, a trend called TikTok Dupes is sweeping the holiday shopping scene. What's it doing is captivating consumers far and wide. Watch this report to uncover the latest buzz and the products that are indeed captivating TikTok users.
Dupes are becoming one of the biggest shopping trends among Gen Z and millennials. Short for duplicates, dupes are essentially less pricey replicas of higher-priced products, like Skims underwear or Decker's Ugg boots. The trend has become popular largely thanks to TikTok, with influencers accepting commissions to promote similar products from value retailers.
It was a great opportunity to buy additional pieces that looked well, fit well, and not at the cost.
New York-based product marketer Lauren McGinnis is a fan of Lululemon, but she is increasingly supplementing her activewear with cheaper dupes she gets on Amazon. One of her favourites are CRZ Yoga's high-waisted yoga pants, which resemble Lululemon's popular Align leggings. The price difference? $98 versus $32.
I found the stitching to be very similar and the fabric quality very close in quality. I'm never going to fully replace the brands that I love and that for athleisure, but it is nice to be able to have filler and try also different colors and patterns and matching sets that you might not have gotten on Lululemon because you weren't really willing to take the splurge for something that might be more trend.
CRZ Yoga, owned by a Hong Kong trading company, sells on average more than 88,000 pairs of the leggings a month. That's according to data from e-commerce analytics firm Jungle Scout. The company did not respond to a request for comment. Fakes, also called faux or knockoffs, have been around for a long time. But now, everyone is talking about dupes. And the growing demand for these look-alike products, coupled with a drop in spending due to inflation, is cutting into sales of some big-name products. Experts say it's difficult to quantify how much market share they may steal from the original products this holiday season. Most at risk are brand name perfumes, cosmetics, and mid-tier clothing and footwear.
I think dupes have become popular, one, because cost of living in a lot of cities in the US and even abroad, but in the US particularly, have risen. But I also think that we are looking for ways to save.
Dupes have become so widely accepted, particularly dupe sales accelerate by making it easy to compare prices on similar goods. A spokesperson for premium footwear maker Birkenstock said it takes the issue of brand piracy very seriously. But experts say dupe sellers have grown increasingly skilled at avoiding brands' logos and other design features that could infringe existing patents or copyrights. An Amazon spokesperson said the company does not allow its sellers to use the words dupe, fake, or faux connected to a brand's name when describing their products on the site. But multiple products available on Amazon appear to violate that policy. As for the shoppers, up to 49% of them have been disappointed with dupes purchased online. That's according to a survey conducted by consumer review platform Trustpilot across the US, UK, and Italy.
All right, dupes or duplicates there on TikTok, sweeping the youth away from brands that charge so much more than what their fakes are available for. Well, sticking to TikTok, well, TikTok becomes or occupies rather center stage for protests in Nepal, as Nepal has banned the app, and this is sparking a fervent response from the country's TikTokers. Take a look.
Nepali TikToker Manjita Manandhar was so successful on TikTok, she hired a videographer and a manager for her clients. Manandhar earned about $1,500 a month making TikTok content for restaurants, hotels and brands. But now the ban has hit her business hard.
A few days back, TikTok ban भयो क्या? अब मेरो business त पुरै half भयो.
A few days back, TikTok was banned. My business has been completely halved. I had invested and scaled my business thinking of both Instagram and TikTok. Also, I have everything planned 1 month in advance, and clients will promise that their posts will make it on these platforms within certain timeframes. All promises are made accordingly. All planning has been made accordingly. All of which is now in shambles. Now what do I tell my clients?
Nepal's government is the latest to ban the app, which is owned by China-based ByteDance. Several countries have raised concerns over its proximity to the Chinese government and its hold over user data. Many Nepalis, however, said the ban has cut off a source of income and shut down a forum for free speech. Nirjal Karki is one of dozens in capital Kathmandu who protested the decision.
We have gathered here because the Nepal government has banned TikTok. Our friends, relatives, parents, youths have all gathered here to protest the ban imposed by the government on TikTok.
Others filed petitions against the decision at the Supreme Court. The court has asked the government to provide its reasons in writing for the ban before a hearing on December the 5th. In a letter to Nepal's telecom regulator, TikTok said it routinely addresses content and behaviour that violate its community guidelines.
All right, TikTok ban there in Nepal creating ripples among TikTokers. But what's also creating ripples is Kenya. Kenya charts a new economic course as President William Ruto announces plans to privatize 35 state-owned companies. Well, let's get more details on this bold move and its implications right here on this report.
The Kenyan government said on Thursday that it is poised to privatize 35 state companies. President William Ruto said it is looking at a further 100 firms after enacting a law last month to cut down on bureaucracy. Ruto did not name the companies. The law signed by Ruto last month calls for privatization to be done through methods including IPOs and the sale of shares through public tendering. Kenya last privatized a state-owned company in 2008 when it issued an IPO for 25% of the shares in telecommunications firm Safaricom. In 2009, the cabinet approved a list of 26 firms to privatize, including the Kenyan Pipeline Company, Kenya Electricity Generating Company, and banks, but no action has yet been taken. Kenya is grappling with acute liquidity challenges caused by uncertainty over its ability to access funding from financial markets before a $2 billion Eurobond matures next June.
All right, privatization there in Kenya. Moving from Kenya all the way to Dominica. Dominica sets course to establish the world's inaugural sperm whale sanctuary, a groundbreaking initiative poised to safeguard these majestic creatures and their ocean habitat. Take a look.
The small island nation of Dominica plans to create the world's first sanctuary for sperm whales. It will cover about 350 square miles. That's larger than the island itself. While the enormous mammals can be found around the world, Dominica is one of the few places where they can be seen year-round. The refuge won't just help protect the vulnerable species, it could also help fight climate change.
Sperm whales are part of the climate resilience machine of Dominica.
That's Enrique Sala, founder of National Geographic's Pristine Seas initiative.
The sperm whale numbers in Dominica have been declining steadily over the last 20 years because of a combination of human threats that affect whales not only here, but elsewhere, like ship strikes, noise pollution, plastic waste, and entanglement with fishing gear.
The refuge would be off Dominica's western side, along critical feeding and nursing grounds. It also presents a strategy to mitigate the impacts of climate change through carbon sequestration.
Sperm whales do these long dives, 45 minutes to an hour, all the way down to 1,000 meters in total darkness, hunting giant squid. They come back to the surface, they breathe, they sleep, they rest, and they defecate. And the whale poop is full of nutrients from the deep, from those squid, full in iron and nitrogen that helps to fertilize the surface waters, which in turn creates blooms of plankton, these microscopic algae that live on the surface. And when the plankton dies, much of it sinks with the carbon in it to the deep sea.
The 250 sperm whales in Dominica's waters could sequester approximately the equivalent of an 18,000-acre forest in the U.S. That's according to Dr. Shane Garrow, National Geographic explorer and founder of the Dominica Sperm Whale Project, who was also scientific advisor into the establishment of the sanctuary.
And so in many ways, that whale pump of eating in the deep and pooping at the surface drives carbon sequestration, and they're fighting climate change on our behalf.
Garrow says the sanctuary not only aims to protect the whales, but contributes to Dominica's blue economy through tourism. They hope the revenue will offset the direct costs of managing and enforcing the whale reserve.
All right, let's move to the world of entertainment now, should we? Award-winning actor Leonardo DiCaprio highlights the enduring relevance of Killers of the Flower Moon in today's world. Take a look.
We felt an incredible responsibility, and we felt that it was an immense gift to try to tell the story in the right way.
When this money started coming, we should have known it came with something else. They're like buzzards circling our people. We're still warriors.
Yeah, we're over. This is the one that's over.
This is over. Yes, it's over. And what we can do is do 3, like 2, 1.
I've never seen Marty more obsessed than I have on this movie. He spent 7-8 months right there in Osage country in Oklahoma, and it's all he thought about. This happened 100 years ago, but the more we've been talking about this is as relevant a story today as it was back then, and not only focused on natives in the United States, but around the world. You know, this is a microcosm for a much larger dialogue that still exists.
I ought to kill these white men who killed my family. I need you here.
I am right here.
Because it is a celebration of representation, but it is also a very triggering, traumatic thing to sit and bear witness to. And what I kept hearing, especially from Osage women, is that the power of them being able to see it together and talk about it together afterward. They feel the film is vital, and they're so happy that this story is out. All of the Osage people that worked on it, that spoke for it on the carpet, feel, more or less the same.
I think now seeing this film, hopefully that gives other Indigenous actors and actresses the ability and maybe the prerogative to say no to something that they might feel that they're stereotyped in, because this is such a bold and authentic and true story and true to Indigenous characters. So
All right, killers of the flower moon there, smashing stereotypes, and Martin Scorsese doing what he does best. Well, staying with Hollywood, Hollywood actor Jamie Foxx faces serious allegations of sexual abuse in a new lawsuit. More details of this legal battle and the reactions emerging from the entertainment industry in this report.
Oscar-winning actor Jamie Foxx is being sued for allegedly groping a woman at a Manhattan rooftop bar in 2015. A lawsuit filed in New York on Wednesday identifies the plaintiff only as Jane Doe. It says the sexual assault occurred after she and a friend approached the film star and had their pictures taken with him. Foxx's representatives did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The complaint says Foxx began groping the woman and putting his hands under her clothes against her will, until her friend found the two of them and interrupted the encounter. Jane Doe is seeking unspecified damages. Foxx is best known for his Academy Award-winning portrayal of singer Ray Charles in the 2004 film Ray. The actor is one of the latest high-profile celebrities accused of sexual wrongdoing in a recent series of lawsuits filed under the Adult Survivors Act. The New York state law allows victims of sexual abuse to sue alleged abusers even if the statutes of limitations have run out. The deadline for the special one-year window for such complaints expires at the end of this month.
Well, never-ending challenges there from Hollywood emerging. But moving on, rock enthusiasts and collectors are in for a treat as a collection of artifacts from ZZ Top's Dusty Hill is set to captivate bidders at an upcoming auction. Take a look.
It's a fun, whimsical auction, incredible items, because that's what Dusty Hill and ZZ Top represented. They changed the way we listen to music. They made it so colourful, so entertaining, and that's what we're celebrating with this auction. I laugh when I say that because it's a fur-lined guitar. It's a Dean guitar created specially for Billy Gibbons and Dusty Hill of ZZ Top. The sheepskin came from Scotland. It was their idea to create this guitar. Of course, it was used in the Legs video in 1984. They wore a gadget around their waist with the guitar would spin. So people look at that video to see the spin. So that's really cool. That's 80 to 120,000 for that guitar.
All right, and with Christmas around the corner, just a little over a month away, Santa Claus is not alone. In fact, singer Cher dazzles along with Santa as they both kick off the festive season at Macy's iconic Thanksgiving parade. Listen in.
As always, New York's finest are here to help kick things off, and they are loud. We've got some Rockettes. Oh! And the crowd goes wild for some confetti. This has been so fun, and we've got so much coming up. Beagle, Scout, Snoopy. You may even be able to catch Linus and Lucy and the whole new team in there. They have a new campsite this morning. Camp Snoopy premieres on Apple TV Plus next year. There's Linus and Lucy. The Wimpy Kids series has sold over 290 million copies worldwide. And no brainer, the 18th book in the series was just released this fall. The world-famous Yellow Sponge stars in one of the most watched animated shows on TV. And in 2024, Nickelodeon and Paramount Plus are going all out as they celebrate 25 years of boundless positivity.
Yeah.
Making his debut this year, Luffy from Toei Animation is towering above Manhattan at 50 feet tall.
And every pirate needs a good crew, so nearly 90 balloon handlers.
Nothing more, nothing less. I got one request. DJ play Christmas song. I wanna be dancing all night long.
For a record 97th time at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
The radiant and immensely talented Emmy Award-winning Cheryl Lee Rao from Abbott Elementary.
That's right. I can only imagine all the little kids and the kids at heart at home who are so excited to see her and Santa. It is a great way to start the holiday season.
All right, festive cheer there, Thanksgiving parade and ushering in the Christmas cheer. Well, that's all we have on World Business Report. News continues right here on News9 Live. Thanks for watching.
News9 big coverage of 5 assembly polls. Mandate 2023.